Buddy, this is your FOMC pre-market prep. Really quickly, should have everything resolved. I should be back to normal scheduling, hopefully by the end of this week. Also, we are releasing the Christmas New Year's discount, which will end on New Year, or basically the first of next year. So if you've been looking to join or waiting to join, now might be the time, especially if you are and your goal is to be an independent trader. Other than that, let's take a look at the market here. So on the 2 hour, which I think is a relatively clean time frame to be observing SPY, hourly is also acceptable as well. Man, what an interesting setup that we have here this morning. Seriously, you've got a box right here. We're opening up inside. You got a box right here that you're opening up on top of. You got a box up right here to your left that you're opening up underneath. You got a little pocket of empty space up there. And you also have waves, right? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So of course, with that overhead being at 686, that is something that we could be looking for to break. To the upside, there's not much other than all-time highs. So you'd have like a 688 target followed by a possible 688.86, and that's the upside. But since we're going into FOMC having popped up and fallen back down, we can't not look at the downside. And of course, a loss of 681 here today would not likely, but drop you down to the 679 45 or 679.50 area. And of course, at that point, we would be looking for a break. And that's where this target underneath is at 675.75 happens. Does that happen all in one day? You have a couple things at 677 to work out to get there, but that would be my best guess at this moment with the tension. And that's something that's pretty true across all ETF markets. We do have that, right? We have tension, we have sideways action, and we know that through sideways, consolidation comes bigger moves. It's just how it works, how it's always worked, and so we're looking at the same probability here. So with that being said, hourly 30-minute time frame should be good for watching. 15.5 could be good for looking for an entry, but make sure you're careful and just know, just because it is FOMC, there is no promise for continuation. We also have quad witching next week, so it'd kind of be nice to get moving. All right, now QQQ is also good. QQQ is also going to be in the same boat with a box underneath it, not a box above it, but it is inside of a box. You've got four off the bottom. If you head down there again, you've got 3 right here off the top. You've got empty space on a lower time frame. I think the 30-minute is probably going to be your best bet here, but we're looking over that 625, and I'm not sure that move is going to hold, right? Because if you pop up here at the bell, it would basically be this overhead resistance here that would need to break. So if that got yanked up and then pulled down, you may be staying in range. So just make sure. Again, we trade the Potter box strategy. And, I think the majority of you know what that means, know what it looks like. Make sure you're taking that. Far too many people, and as an educator, it's a part of it, but it's like, a lot of people really are spinning their wheels, taking shit that doesn't make any sense. Side note here, I mentioned the other day to download a trade tracking app. Listen, the rest of your life could be on the rest of on behind that. You know what I mean? Like the success of your trading journey. If you really are not doing well or you're trying to make it, you're going to do whatever it takes, and that means a trade tracking app. That'd be the least of my worries. So, all right, now final one. SPY and Qs I'm not really interested in, but IWM, oh my God. The tension, the consolidation, the box that it's building right now, the waves that you're bouncing, right? Like, man, we're ready to go. We're ready to go, whether that's a rip into all-time highs. And honestly, with the risk now, contracts are inflated on IWM, which is odd. Doesn't usually happen, but still going to be better, I think, cost effective wise. Now, the 24-hour setup, right? We have to be real with ourselves. It's not super clear, right? We do see some and recognize that the 248.77 underneath us. We know we're up against resistance. We know we've had 1, 2, 3, and now our fourth day inside of this range. So the probability of us breaking is, of course, pretty high. And so with the catalyst coming forward, we're hoping that that obviously plays out. But here's some things to watch for today. Now, because this box has expanded like so, here's your floor. That's 250.27. Your ceiling overhead, that's going to be right at that 252.60 area. And so, of course, if you're trading inside this box, you're a madman, but it's a break outside of this range, over the top, all-time highs, underneath 249. And this is a major bounce level. So if this thing fades back down, right, it could bounce right back up of it going into FOMC. I'm probably not going to trade going into FOMC. We'll see how the open is, but yeah, other than that, guys, targets the upside. Again, I don't really have one for the upside, but 255 would be one target, as well as 253.50. To the downside, or that was the upside. To the downside, it's 249.80. And that's one of the areas that I really would like to see it break. You also have another touchdown at 248.68 and 247.50. So read and react, guys. Read and react. Hopefully you guys have a great day. Be safe. You don't need to take everything you take or everything you see, and you definitely need to be waiting for those water box setups with empty space in front of them if you don't see any. All right. Y'all have a wonderful day. Be safe. Catch you in a little bit.